Hey, welcome back to This Old Warbird. And today, you might remember this one from a couple of months ago. I think I posted one regarding this plane. This was one of a few projects I was working on at that time. And this one here is the Seafury, and it had some problems because I had access, it had some crush problem. Okay, I accidentally closed it in my garage door one time. And it kind of busted up the bottom parts. It didn't really, rip parts off or anything like that, but it did put some serious cracks down in here in a kind of a sensitive area. So what I'm doing today is a little bit of magic. You ready for this? Okay, this is going to be magical. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, whew, poof. And now it's in two pieces, just like that. Actually, it wasn't just like that. Got a lot of tape on here. What I did was I went ahead, I went through my comments on this. I got a real helpful comment from one of my viewers there. And what they told me is they said, hey, why don't you just cut the tail section off, do the repairs. I had a lot of problems because I couldn't really get my hand in past this little area to stick down. What I wanted to do was stick down some fiberglass with a little bit of resin to kind of back where the cracks were to seal them up. And so that's pretty much what I did. I went ahead and hacked this off. Let's go ahead and take a couple of seconds. I'll show you where I'm at with the inside of them. But I got reminded by this viewer that, a lot of these fiberglass fuselages, when they come from the factory of wherever they were made, come in two pieces so that they can avoid, if it's a really big plane, it saves you on postage to do it that way. It's also easier to compact. So what they would do is put two of these in there, and what they would have you do is reconnect it, but there would be normally a flange around the back one. And the way the flange worked is it would fit inside. You put your glue on it, and then you glued it together, and that's how you would make one big long fuselage that way. So let me go ahead and show you around what we're going to do with this one. All right, I wanted to show you this right here. This is the section that was pretty well busted up. You can see all these different cracks and stuff going on here. And I don't know if I can hold it at the right angle for you, but it's still pretty rough. I mean, I've done the repair work on this, and now I've got to do like the cosmetic repair work. But this enabled me to get to the areas that were damaged, which were here and down in here next to the landing gear door. And also a little bit back up on this section right here. So it gave me the ability to get to all those very easily. And now we've got to figure out how to put it back together again I'm going to do a little bit of cosmetic. Probably have to sand this all flat and then put some maybe a little bit of putty filler over it and sand it again. Try to make it smooth. I got kind of lucky on this one because this area that got damaged is, by most cases, it looks like it is mostly a panel line free area. I mean, there's one right here, but all of this back here must be all just one piece of sheet metal that rides on there. So anyways, I'm going to work on this and try to get that all straightened up. Yeah. There's the inside. You can see where I've done a little bit of the work. I've laid down the fiberglass and resined it there. And I'll run some sandpaper in there to kind of like clean up the excess fiberglass in area and make it really smooth. And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this stuff here. This is called Flight Skin. It's from a company named Flight Skin. They produce a couple different sizes of it. This is 0.2 millimeters. What this is just a straight sheet of fiberglass. Really thin, super uniform. And it's very handy. What you can use this for, or what they tell you can use it for, is to replace sheeting on an airplane. So if you don't want to use balsa, you could get this stuff there and lay this out there. And if it's a fairly simple wing with not a lot of complex curves and stuff like that, it should work very well. Another thing that people use this for is like on the bottom of flaps. This stuff is just thick enough to get the job done. It's like putting covering over flaps, but it's pretty stout too. This is 0.2. They also carry this one here. This one is a .007. So it's a lot thinner, and it's very much more flexible. But what I want to do is I want to take and cut a piece of this stuff, like a strip so wide, and then use it to wrap around the inside of the tail section now, and build, you know, a little bit of a build up about maybe that far out from it, of a flange. It's going to be basically a flange at that point, and then be able to take that flange and shove it right back into this one with some more glue onto it, and hopefully that'll work. I'm going to test this idea out. It's got some shortfalls because I know that this is a section of the plane where the pitch is changing, so it is not a straight on flange. It's not like sticking something straight in there, so I got to work on that to figure out how that's going to go, and then once it's in there, I got to try to figure out a way to maybe put a little bit of pressure on that flange as it rests against the inside of that one. I'm thinking about like maybe taking a balloon or something and inflating it inside there and letting the glue cure, and then once it's cured, pop the balloon, and hopefully it will have applied pretty even pressure all the way around the flange on that. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Again, this is the Seafury. This is a vicrc.com Seafury, and I do not remember whose Seafury it's modeled off of. It's got an 81-inch wing. Oh yeah, this one is actually a Jerry Bates plan. It's he's got an 81-inch wing plan that you could buy, and so that's what this is molded off of, is an 81-inch Seafury built off of his plans. So anyways, if you're interested in that, that's where you get your parts from. If you want to buy a fuselage like this, you can contact Vic at vicrc.com. And Jerry Bates plans, if you want to just go ahead and build it up out of standard materials, the balsa and plywood and stuff, you can do it. But we're going to go ahead and get this repaired up as best we can. And I've got the wing already built for it. And so this is going to be kind of a fun thing, I think. I've been working on this plane on and off for a long time. I don't even want to say how many years. It's ridiculous. But it got damaged because it was in storage for so long. And then finally, this is how I'm going to do. I'm going to fix it all up and get it out of storage. Well, it is out of storage now, but I want to get this thing into the air. It's been sitting in there too long. I've got all the parts. I've got really nice landing gear for it. And I just want to get this done and get this going. So that's what I'm working on right now. If you have any questions or anything, put them in the comments down below. I read through the comments as often as I can. And other than that, working on a couple of other projects, and I'll share those with you coming up soon. Talk to you later. Thanks.